In this lesson, we'll discuss supplements. I don't want us to be scared of supplements, but also want us to understand that it's just a supplement. It's just the extra, perhaps 5-10%. That's all it is. It's a supplement on top of getting your food right and your training right. So we do need to talk about supplements. There is a place for them. And now once you've been following your plans for a little while and you've got your education up to speed and a lot of nutritional myths are being exposed and we've discussed and you're well educated and hopefully you're really enjoying this process, it's a good time to now talk about supplements. All right. Number one supplement that I do recommend and that you'll actually see in your eating plans is protein powder. Nice and easy. Think of protein powder as just part of your shopping list. It's something that is an extra ingredient as part of your weekly meal plan. That's what it is. It's exciting because protein powder, number one, tastes great. So it adds a bit of flavor and a bit of sweetness to your menu. Okay? It's also just an easy way to boost up your daily protein intake because, like I've previously said, I encourage a high protein intake. It keeps you nice and lean and it keeps you full and satisfied and boosts your immune system, helps with muscle recovery, strength and tone. So if we can use protein powder to help that process, why not? Of course, real protein foods are best, but a protein powder has its place because it's quick and easy, quick to digest, so it quickly makes its way into your muscles. So for one, it makes sense to have protein powder as your choice of protein immediately after training because that's quickly digested into your muscles for that extra recovery, and it's not so filling. Like you might not actually feel like eating a chicken breast or fish or tuna straight after you've exercised, but you could easily drink a nice refreshing protein drink. All right? Protein drinks can also be used as a snack option, which you'll see. So sometimes we've put real food as your snack, but then other times it's just nice and easy and convenient to have a protein shake on the run. Yeah, like it's maybe school pickup time or you're busy, you're in meetings, you're driving from place to place, you can just drink a protein shake. You just make it up with water, off you go. Or a bit of extra effort, you blend it up with some berries, make it into a smoothie. Great. Third time that we use protein powder is actually to add it to a meal. Like for instance, in your breakfast often. It's hard to get protein at breakfast unless you're having eggs. Or if you're not doing that, you're having like a cereal based or oats, porridge. So then I like to add the protein powder to that so that we still get two food groups, carbohydrate and protein. Otherwise we're stuck with just carbohydrate, energy, but we also want protein. Two food groups, greater digestion, greater metabolism, more satisfaction. All right? And tastes great, prevents you from having to add any sugar to your cereal or porridge because the protein powder tastes great. Now, your choice on which protein powder you choose. I recommend whey protein isolate. That's called WPI, whey protein isolate. All right? It's the cleanest, most easily digested, most filtered, leaves behind the majority of sugars and fats. It is a dairy product. It does come from cow's milk. So therefore, if you're lactose sensitive to dairy, then you could choose a pea protein. Likewise, if you're vegan, you'd go pea protein or rice protein. No problem. Alright, great. A couple of other supplements we should touch on, and these are not really part of your daily menu. These are more based around your goals and around exercise and type of training that you're doing. Number one, acetyl l-carnitine. It's an amino acid which helps the body burn fat. A lot of us would like to burn a little bit of fat. Why not use carnitine, or even better, acetyl l-carnitine as a fat burning ingredient? It's natural, it's an amino acid, which means it's part of the protein family. It's a building block of protein, all right? And the body produces acetyl l-carnitine. It's purely natural. It produces it and it is a fat burner. It actually acts as like a taxi, as a transporter of fat. So it transports fat from your stubborn fat cells, lower back, stomach, and moves it to your mitochondria where it can be metabolized and turned into energy. So you get a bit of natural energy from it, but mostly you're losing that stubborn fat and converting it into energy. It's best taken on an empty stomach in the morning, especially if you're going to do fasted exercise. You're going to first have acetyl l-carnitine. Great ingredient. Another amino acid are your branched chain amino acids, known as BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. All right? These are the 3 primary amino acids for muscle strength and tone. And this is what you'll see people drinking during their training in the gym. Often during training or during sport, they're drinking a colorful flavored juice looking drink. That's branched chain amino acids, okay? And by itself in its pure form, that tastes quite ghastly. So you would like to get a flavored branched chain amino acid, and then it can be quite enjoyable and quite refreshing to drink during training or just throughout the day as an extra way of getting your fluid intake up. I mean, that's the other benefit of supplements. It helps you drink more water. If you typically don't drink enough water, branched chain amino acids, sipping one of those during your training and potentially another one just throughout the day for extra hydration, it's a great way to get your water intake up. But they are quickly digested into your muscles so that you get a bit more strength and a bit more power out of your training session. Therefore, you can maximize the effort that you're putting out in your training and therefore maximize the potential for results. It's pretty exciting. Your branched chain amino acids is the term for 3 amino acids, okay? Without getting too confusing, the names of those 3 amino acids are leucine, isoleucine, and valine, okay? They are the 3 primary amino acids for muscle tone, and we branch them together and they're called the branched chain amino acids. Exciting. One more amino acid, which is part of the supplement family that we should talk about, is glutamine. Also ends in ine, I-N-E. Most amino acids end in ine, and that means that they're amino acid, natural, nothing to be scared of, part of the protein family. Okay, normally we get it from protein foods, or our body digests, or our body makes it up itself. Okay, glutamine is all about recovery and immune system. So if you find that you're always getting sore and aches and pains and especially struggling to recover from your exercise or sports, then glutamine is for you. And you want to take it straight after your training. So it's a post-workout thing, and you can take glutamine before bed. Again, if you find yourself being pretty run down and getting colds and flus frequently, and you might just need to boost up your immune system for a little while, glutamine is an excellent amino acid. So there it is. We've touched on whey protein isolate or pea protein or rice protein. Number 1, pretty important, pretty useful. I recommend it. Other 3 amino acids that we've talked about: acetyl L-carnitine as your fat burner before exercise. Branched chain amino acids for muscle tone during exercise. Glutamine for recovery post-exercise. Pretty nice and easy to wrap your head around that without confusing things. I'm pretty sure that you're with me on that, that's pretty exciting. It's easy, it's nothing to be confused about, and nothing to be scared about either. Alright, so embrace it, give it a go, and I'm sure you'll find that you'll be able to maximize your results and actually find this to be quite a lifestyle and not too hard. But again, it does come down to your personal preference. If you prefer to go without supplements, that's also okay, because it's just the extra cherry on the top. Thanking you.